Sugar is remarkable. It's the purest form of energy accessible to us and, unlike fats and proteins, can cross the blood-brain barrier. Essentially, sugar fuels your brain. Plus, it tastes delicious. While we need sugar to survive, we don't need added sugar. However, for some of us, it feels like we desperately need sugar. Researchers have discovered that sugar reduces the availability of both opioid and dopamine receptors in our brains. In simple terms, sugar stimulates the reward and pleasure centers in our brains in the same way addictive substances do. It's no surprise that we consume so much sugar. Research indicates that the average American adult consumes between 22 and 30 teaspoons of added sugar daily. However, the recommended daily intake is much lower. Women and children should only consume about 6 teaspoons, 25 grams, of sugar, while men should limit their intake to 9 teaspoons, 36 grams. Reducing your sugar intake can positively impact your overall health. It can alleviate digestive issues, such as irritable bowel syndrome and acid reflux. Moreover, consuming less sugar can improve anxiety and stress levels, reduce fatigue, ease joint pain, and decrease the frequency of headaches and migraines. What is sugar addiction? Many people enjoy sweets, but how can you tell if you're addicted to sugar? Is there a point where you cross an invisible threshold between cookie number 1 and cookie number 2? Currently, you can't be formally diagnosed with a sugar addiction. However, self-reflection and an honest conversation with a healthcare provider are the best ways to start addressing the issue. Consider asking yourself the following questions. Do you feel like you don't have control over how much sugar you eat? Do you think about sugar all day? Are you eating sugar throughout the day, or do you feel that you're consuming more sugar than you should? If you're answering yes to these questions, chances are you are dealing with dependency. This is even more likely if you're trying to get or stay sober in other areas of your life. People who have struggled with an addiction to alcohol, for example, will often turn to sweets to replace it. So, sugar addiction is a chemical imbalance. If left unaddressed, the long-term consequences can include elevated risks of type 2 diabetes, overweight or obesity, fatty liver disease, chronic inflammation, heart disease, stroke, pancreatitis. Unlike many other substance use disorders, your body needs sugar. It just doesn't need added sugars. This makes managing your sugar dependence a bit tricky, as abstaining from it entirely is impossible. Steps to take to break a sugar addiction. When it comes to breaking a sugar addiction, there's no quick fix. You're making a significant lifestyle change, and it will take time and effort. Here is a list of the mental, physical, and dietary changes that can help you fend off sugar cravings and manage your eating habits. Focus on eating a balanced diet. Sometimes, the best advice is also the most obvious. If you're getting in the recommended 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, along with protein and high-fiber foods, it will help stabilize your blood sugar. As you build a balanced diet, be aware that added sugars are lurking in most highly processed foods. This means you may be consuming more sugar than you realize. Don't skip meals. Whether due to a busy schedule or choice, increase its sugar cravings. If you go all day without eating because you're busy or not hungry, you'll be ravenous by evening, possibly leading to a large meal before bed or a stop at a drive-thru. Consistently eating nutritious meals throughout the day prevents extreme hunger and supports better food choices. Certainly, it's challenging, but nowadays we have meal replacement shakes, bars, convenient cheese sticks, and yogurts. Additionally, meal prep kits and healthy heat and eat services offer fast food alternatives. Plan and prep. Improvising often doesn't work well for those of us with a strong sweet tooth. Whether we're at the grocery store or standing in front of the fridge, not everybody's a home chef, and that's okay. But it's important to invest the time to plan a grocery list, buy meal prep-friendly foods and healthy snacks, and know what you're going to have each day of the week. It's about getting into that routine. Make time for movement. Stress hormones play a significant role in sugar cravings. Exercise effectively reduces stress and helps diminish sweet cravings by lowering ghrelin levels and promoting better sleep. Exercise doesn't need to be intense. Everyone's pain tolerance and athletic ability vary. If you have conditions like fibromyalgia, try seated exercises or gentle walks. Whatever works for you. Activities like yoga, Tai Chi, and light stretching also aid in reducing stress hormones. Engaging in intentional movement promotes mindful eating. Get enough sleep. A good night's rest is crucial for our health. Yet many of us overlook how closely our sleep habits are linked to sugar cravings. We have two stomach hormones, leptin and ghrelin. Leptin signals fullness to our brain, while ghrelin triggers hunger. Poor sleep increases ghrelin levels, making you wake up craving a donut instead of a balanced breakfast. When tired, making good choices becomes harder, and resisting sugary snacks for a quick energy boost becomes tougher. Sufficient rest reduces sugar cravings and makes them easier to resist when they do occur. Stay hydrated. Sometimes, what we perceive as hunger is thirst. Staying hydrated is crucial when breaking a sugar habit. If our bloodstreams have concentrated sugar, you can dilute it with water. This helps stabilize blood sugar levels, which in turn helps manage cravings. Keep a food journal. Do you find yourself reaching for sweets every time you pass your coworker's candy bowl, or snacking on leftover toaster pastries your kid leaves behind? Maybe you always order a margarita at your favorite hole-in-the-wall restaurant. It's easy to consume sweets without realizing it, especially when grazing or snacking mindlessly. Consider food journaling. We can manage what we monitor. If we're unaware of our habits, we can't change them. If you have a history of anorexia or bulimia, food journaling might be triggering. In that case, either skip this tip or modify your approach. Instead of tracking food quantities and calories, try marking each serving of vegetables or 8 ounces of water you consume. Do you need to detox from sugar? The internet offers a wealth of information, much of it contradictory. The concept of sugar detoxing is one such topic. Let's define it. Sugar detoxing involves cutting all added sugars from your diet for a period, ranging from a week to a month. The idea is that after an initial withdrawal period, cravings for sweets will diminish. While this approach works for some, it's not ideal for most. Unlike detoxing from dangerous substances, we consume sugar daily in various forms, so complete elimination isn't practical. It's more about significantly reducing intake. I'm not a fan of going cold turkey. It's abrupt, and anything too rapid isn't sustainable long-term. With a sugar detox, you might feel hungry or upset, leading to cravings for something sweet to feel better. Long-term success comes from making smart, gradual behavioral changes. Sugar detoxing isn't beneficial for most people. Some individuals can rip the band-aid off and move on. But for the majority, it's not a healthy approach. It can lead to relapse into old behaviors, feelings of shame for not quitting sugar, and repeated attempts. It sets up a harmful cycle. If you feel like your sweet tooth is becoming overwhelming, we recommend seeking support from your primary care doctor or a healthcare provider. The first step is having an open and honest conversation with your healthcare provider. This approach can help you gain control over the issue. Such a discussion will likely prompt your provider to order some lab work. Remember, breaking free from sugar cravings is a journey. By making small changes to your diet and lifestyle, you can take control of your health and well-being. Thanks for watching our video on how to break sugar addiction. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more health and wellness content.